What would happen if you get 1 crore rupees to live in a deserted room? Would you be able to live there? Today we have come with such a story. Watching and listening to this story completely will give you goosebumps, and you will start panicking with fear. From the box of terror, a scary story, which would be right to call the game of death such a haunted game in which many people embraced death. In a corner of a city, there was a haunted house. All the city dwellers were familiar with the news of its terror. There was no house built even on several acres of land around that house. In fact, no one wanted to live near that house. Once a television serial director decides to shoot a live recording serial in the same haunted house, which he names Mount Kaycee. In this game, the selected participants will have to spend the whole night inside the haunted house, and during this, cameras will be installed in every room, which will record their fearful moments. And in the end, the participant who spends the whole night without getting scared will be given a prize money worth 1 crore. The serial director announces Mount Kaycee in the entire city, but he receives a notice from the administration that he cannot get permission to shoot in that house. That house is in danger. The serial director is very famous for his work, so he personally guarantees the safety of the participants' lives, and after implementing some conditions, gets permission from the administration to record the serial which he has to spend as soon as the permission is received from the administration, the posters of Mount Kaycee are released all over the city. The game of death is going to be held in the city. The whole city was sure that the people participating in this program would not survive, but this world is full of different kinds of people. Some people reach to participate in that program in greed of reward. All the participants are given numbers, and an electric bracelet is tied on their hand. If they feel scared, they can come out of this program by pressing the buttons attached to it. There are 12 boys and 3 girls as participants. Cameras were installed in the rooms of the building during the daytime, because at night ghostly stories make terror in the rooms of the building. And at night, people must be encouraged to go inside. One by one, all the participants go inside. Everyone chooses their room according to their number, and as soon as they go inside, everyone has to lock it from inside and throw the key outside. The lock of the door was made electronic. The lock could be opened by pressing the button of the bracelet on their hand, but they were not told about this. If any contestant opens that lock, then the contestant will be out of the competition, which will be visible in the camera recording. Speakers were installed in everyone's room to give instructions. Through that, everyone is signaled that everyone should lock their room as soon as possible and throw the keys out from under the door. And after this, the lights of the room will be switched off. As per the instructions, everyone locks their room from inside and throws the keys from under the door. The cameras were installed according to night mode recording, so even though it is dark in the participants' room, the viewers can see everything on the television screen. Slowly, fear knocks. One of the participants, a girl, suddenly starts screaming in her room. She feels as if someone is strangling her, and she starts struggling. In a short while, she faints out of fear. As soon as she faints, the viewers watching the live serial get scared. Suddenly, one by one, all the participants start getting ghostly attacks. But the surprising thing was that all the participants were harming themselves. It was clearly visible in the camera recording. Some were scratching their faces, some were strangling themselves, and many were even injuring themselves by hitting their heads against the wall. Seeing the fear of the audience increasing, government officials reached near the building because the permission to record the program was given as per the conditions of the administration. One of which is that if any participant needs medical help during the shooting, a doctor will be made available immediately. And when all the participants start getting injured in the live recording, everyone starts raising their voice to stop the program. The pressure on the administration increases overnight. Seeing the panic spreading among the audience, orders are issued to stop the telecast of the program. The Immediately, the telecast of the program stops, and now the struggle begins to save all the participants. The fire brigade vehicle reaches outside the building, but at night, even the firefighters do not have the courage to enter that haunted building. Everyone was standing outside and watching the spectacle of the death of the participants, because everyone was well aware of the bloody history of that building. With the help of the speaker installed in the room, the director of the serial instructs the participants to come out by pressing the button of the bracelet, but none of the participants could hear any sound from the speaker, nor were the participants in control enough to press the button of the bracelet. Soon, all the participants commit suicide in the live recording itself, but everyone knew that this was a massacre done by ghosts. In the morning, everyone's bodies are taken out, and the serial director is sentenced to many years of jail, along with a huge compensation, and that building is declared a no-visit zone forever. And with this, the story ends.